Yeah, it's me again. Probably call it a pre-deathbed confession without doing a deathbed, but still. I feel like somebody else just walked over your grave. Well, I did that to myself, apparently. I think I relate more and more to Judas these days. I didn't even realize it. All I wanted to do was go to the classes and just get good grades and get the certificate. I didn't even realize it. Once I bring up a damn stink concerning about a professor, then everything else goes hell in a handbasket. And yeah, I feel guilty about it. I feel like I'm almost destroying a perfectly good man's career. What the hell he's been trying to do, what he's been trying to accomplish. All because I couldn't deal with his damn actions. And I have to be honest about it. Because I don't think I can deal with it. I mean, I should just drop the class, that's about it, not deal with the professor and just get on with things. But no. I had to contact administration about the professor. And I had to relay details. They want more and more specifics. It's not being loyal to the guy. I don't like him as much. But I think I did the right thing. And last semester when he was making those sexual innuendos, he was picking on the girls in that last class. I'm surprised some of the girls didn't even think about it. I got pissed off about it. I didn't want to deal with his actions. I didn't want to deal with him, period. And now, since I'm in a position where I have to give details to his supervisor, and it's going to affect me academically. I know it is. I don't know if I'll be having problems on campus or not. But I know I'm having problems right now as it is. But they needed to know what was going on. I feel like I was doing a Judas. And he's not Jesus Christ either. I mean, he's not walking on water. Some people will say, well, that's a good thing. I mean, you're stopping him, right? I don't know what I'm doing at this point, to tell you the truth, to be honest about it. Yeah, I know I'm not liking some of the actions I've done or taken. And I'm not comfortable and I'm not happy with what I'm doing. I don't blame him. I blame myself. And I don't know how to deal with it. I don't. The instructor's name was Scott Cavell. He's an English teacher. After I'm done with it, I don't know if he still is going to be an English teacher. He's been doing all the elective classes. Not the hard classes, not like critical thinking or writing or anything else like that. But he does require writing at this point over here to make your point about things. He encourages students to join the English club. I was never a joiner of any club. You say it looks good on your transcripts. Well, how about being a Judas? Does that look good on a transcript? It seems like I've got loyalty who doesn't even realize it. I just don't like burying a decent man who's made too many damn mistakes, and he's got to understand what the hell he's been doing so he can be a better teacher. Even under that sentiment, is it the right one? Is it the right sentiment? And I'm not quite sure if it is or not. I have an issue regarding this. And I'm having a hard time trying to deal and cope with it. It's not the easiest damn thing in the world. The college I've been going to is Antelope Valley College in Lancaster, California. I've been going there for 5 years. I hadn't crossed paths with this guy except for the last term. And that was it. I've heard the horror stories from the other teachers that I've taken that other students have talked about reporting other teachers. They got ratings online that students use concerning about their instructors. I didn't try to pay attention to that all the time. I was trying to pay attention to the work and trying to stay ahead of the curve and not make any waves. And this time I'm making, not waves, I'm making tsunamis. And yeah, it hurts and pisses me off at the same time. I'm going to get my ass kicked for this. I'm not worried about getting my ass kicked. I'm worried about my own self, whether I've done the right thing or not. There'll be psychological terminologies for the damn thing in the first place. But it's trying to do the right thing. And if I'm not doing the right thing, then what the hell am I doing? What should I have been doing? Staying out of trouble, staying out of people's way, staying out of anybody's way just to get to my education. That should have been it. But no, I had to get a smart-ass teacher. Maybe a lot of students have liked him because they think the way he relates to them. And I'm an old-fashioned son of a bitch that looks at it as, no. I know teachers have to find an innovative way to reach their students in order to educate them better. But just how many lines are being crossed just to do that? How much leeway are they really allowed? I had, a few years ago, a history professor that was teaching the students information concerning about one topic that was, well, would have been considered inflammatory to a lot of veterans. And those group of students who found the professor very inflammatory went over to the administrator at the time and told him about the professor. The professor was curtailed. He could only teach certain history things, but not the one he was teaching in the first place. Only because he was inserting his own personal point of view. I feel like I have stepped up into that realm at this point over here. I didn't mind the topic that the professor was teaching at this point over here. Well, what I did mind was the professor trying to pick on some students when he thinks it's funny and thinks it's cute, and it's wrong. And he deals with it as a joke. Maybe I am overly sensitive at this point over here. But I think I've had I think I get sick and tired of all of it. I didn't think like a young kid as you're looking at the professor. I'm looking at it as an old fart who's been living too damn long with adults at this point over here and expected to be treated as an adult, not as a damn kid. Laughter and brevity is needed, and humor. But you're going to be using people as fodder for your jokes. Can't be done. Maybe I am way too damn old-fashioned for this. Maybe there's supposed to be a different way of teaching and communicating with the students. And unfortunately, I'm of the old school where sacrificing dignity in any way, shape, or form is viewed as wrong. Despite the fact I may hate myself for this damn shit. Which makes me question, am I doing this for ego, or am I doing it for a higher purpose or a nobler purpose? I keep comparing myself to Judas at this point over here, and the problem is, Judas loved Jesus. He was afraid of what was going on around. He did things out of fear. He wasn't understanding things were happening at this point over here. He wasn't willing to go the extra mile if necessary. But then again, I never did develop an affinity for the professor I've got. Because every time I kept saying some of the shit he's doing, it made me feel even worse. Because I never had professors treat me like this before as an adult or even as a kid. And I guess maybe I'm saying enough is enough on the damn thing, but I still feel guilty about it. And I suppose I have to continue on with this course of action. I'm not going to be well liked, I'm not going to be well treated over it. I'm not going to treat myself over that one either. I don't like to consider this damn thing as necessary. I don't like to do this. And yeah, I really do feel guilty about this damn thing. Because I was hoping maybe this professor could be salvaged one way or another. If he's so intent on trying to educate the students, all he needs is a little modification on his damn behavior. That's a little bit. And I don't want this guy to lose his job over it either. I know how important jobs are these days. And especially when you're dealing with the academia. I mean, how many openings are there out there in colleges? I had to get this off my chest. But the course is fixed. And the actions still have to be done. And I'm not picking up my 30 pieces either. Because they're definitely not well worth it.